Welcome to the Last Video Store. I'm your host, Bud Haddonfield, and I would like to recommend to you a cool little movie that came out in 1990. That's when it was released. I feel that I read some information that it was filmed sometime in the late 80s and it sat on a shelf for a little while. And I'm talking about a little unknown movie. If you're a big horror fan, you're more than likely heard of it. And if you're not, this is the first time for you, please check this movie out because it's a lot of fun. And it is Death by Temptation. Death by Temptation is a cool little monster movie. It's this female, she's like a succubus, vampire, demon, devil, whatever the hell she is. And she hangs out at this bar and pretty much taking all these guys home and sucking the life force out of them, transforming them into other demons or whatnot. It's a whole lot of fun. It's a shame this movie's not talked about as much as it is because it is a great time. We have an early starring role by Samuel L. Jackson. He doesn't play a big part in the movie, but he does have a cool little role as one of our main characters' fathers and whatnot. The movie stars Kadeem Harrison from Different World, if y'all remember him. Bill Nunn, who was in all kinds of things. He has since passed on, but he was a great actor. He was in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. As one of the guys that worked for the newspaper. It's directed by James Bond III. He has a small part in it as the initial victim. And I believe his wife plays the demon itself, and her name is Cynthia Bond. Excuse me. So, like I said, the demon's going around seducing young men and bringing them home and just gutting the shit out of them and whatnot. It's cool. It's bloody. It's a fun time. Lady's pretty attractive, so hope she don't come after me. Anyway, this movie was picked up and bought by Troma, and it came out as a Troma film, which I love Troma, but I don't think this is one that they actually worked on. It was one that they bought after completion, and I think that's why it sat on the shelf for a little while, and then Troma put it out on VHS, DVD, and Vinegar Syndrome put out a really good Blu-ray a couple years ago. This was a movie. I remember seeing the cover of it, and it's the initial cover in the video store. I thought it was really cool. I loved like the house party movies in the early 90s, and it's kind of like a horror-esque type version of that. Not really, but it's similar, you know what I'm saying? Some parts of the world, it came out as a sequel to Wes Craven's Vampire in Brooklyn, I guess because it had black cast and Kadeem Hardison's in it. Other places thought they could market it as a sequel. I don't know why they did that, but it's a fun little movie. It's gory. I don't want to give too much of it away because I definitely don't want to spoil it because if it's the first time, it's very interesting. I'm not going to say it's on the slower side or it's not a big budget movie, but it's definitely something that's going to stick with you, and the story's really cool. So the movie's currently streaming on Amazon Prime. I think it's streaming on Peacock as well, but the Blu-ray is still in print. Vinegar Syndrome put out a Blu-ray, and I think Troma might have put out a Blu-ray as well. So check that movie out. Totally recommend it. Death by Temptation.
You know, I think you could tell a lot about a woman by the kind of bed she sleeps in. Now, this freaky bed says to me that you are one hot-natured freakazoid.
That woman, and I don't know why you can't see this, man, is crazy. She is a murderer. I'm telling you, something ain't right.
No!
I'm sort of kind of taking a break right now.
Well, tell me, Joel, how does one just simply take a break from God?
Blessed is the man that endureth temptation.
Joel is the last one of his line. Soon it's all going to be over.
Come to the fold. Come to the fold, Joe.
Listen, I don't have time to explain the whole thing, so please trust me. I want you to put this in her drink. Now, that's holy water that's just been blessed.
Fucking plan didn't fucking work. Let's get the fuck out of here, Tony. Oh, you telling me now that along with criminals, we got ETs and zombies killing people, man?